Beautiful San Diego, Arizona. Oh no.
Match play. Match play. Match play.
Greetings and welcome to Match Play TV. I'm Ray Adams and I am in beautiful San Diego, Arizona. Oh no, I mean California. I keep teasing about Arizonans coming over here to this beautiful weather. We're just near the ocean in Del Mar, specifically at the Del Mar Golf Center. And what an amazing time we're having this morning. And the reason why I'm here is because, as you know, I've been doing a series on the inclusivity of golf. How golf is for everybody, all different kinds of people with all different abilities all over the world. And today I'm with my friend Tony Perez from Operation Game On. Tony, how are you? And welcome to Match Play TV.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you for having me. It's been a while.
This guy is unbelievable. We met many years ago at the PGA Merchandise Show in Las Vegas, had a lot of fun together, shared a lot of golf stories. I had interviewed his son, Pat Perez, who plays on the PGA Tour already for my radio show that I've been doing many long years, as you know. And Pat, what a heart he's got too. A great guy. And Tony, what I didn't know about you was you're a Vietnam veteran. I did not know your career, and I did not know that inside you was brewing the desire to help our veterans, and the Operation Game On was being born. Tell me about that.
Well, as you know, Ray, I've been the starter at the Farmers Insurance Open for 31 years, and following Pat throughout the country in some of his tournaments, I noticed there was a lot of military guys acting as starters.
Yeah.
But they're all healthy young men. So being here in San Diego, we have the San Diego Medical Center, Naval Center, and a lot of the injured soldiers and Navy and Marines come to this hospital to get rehab. So I had an idea to approach the PGA Tour and the Century Club that I would like to have those amputees act as starters for the Farmers Insurance Open on the Friday of that week. So I got the approval. So they were in full uniform, Marines and their blues, and the Army and their beautiful uniforms. I mean, and the Navy guys and their beautiful uniform. So they acted as starters and wowed everybody.
Oh.
And it was just it was incredible. So then after we got through playing golf or having coffee, one of the Marines said to me, he says, you know, I'd really like to learn how to play golf. So that gave me an idea, and the other two guys jumped on board and said, oh yeah, we would like to learn how to play golf too. So I said, okay, are you sure you want to do that? Because I'm going to go out and we'll get a sponsor and I'll start what's called, it's Game On. And as you know, everything in the military is an operation, so I named it Operation Game On. I went to TaylorMade that following Monday, and sure enough, boom, they were on board with a $40,000 check for equipment. So there's how it started.
Wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Way to go.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So the whole purpose of Operation Game On, as I understand it, Tony, is for the continuance of these military veterans who have been wounded, both physically and mentally, rehabilitation. It's part of their ongoing rehab. So how do they get started in Operation Game On? How do you find these veterans, and then how long is the program?
Well, I went to the Naval Medical Center, San Diego. As I mentioned before, that's where they'll either go to Walter Reed or they go to San Antonio, or they'll come here, depending on what region that they lived in the United States. So I went there and talked to Admiral Faison, the commander of the Naval Medical Center, San Diego, and I asked him, you guys have all these programs, but you don't have golf. And golf is what I know best. So I approached them with that, and I said, look, here's my plan. I want to give them, several weeks of free golf lessons by certified PGA professionals. They don't pay for anything. At the end of 8 weeks, I take them up to the Kingdom at TaylorMade, and they provide the Kingdom for us, and they get professionally fitted, just like Tiger Woods would, or Roy McIlroy, or our newest champion of the Open.
Yeah.
So they said, no problem. So that's what I do. And
so
then
they get fitted just like any PGA Tour pro with any club.
Yes. Absolutely.
And, okay, that's wonderful that they do that. And that helps them to have the kind of clubs fitted specifically to their injury and their swing and their needs.
Exactly. As you can see behind me, a lot of them don't have their knees. They can't feel the shift. So we had to deal with that and teaching them how to swing that golf club according to their injuries. So we taught them here according to that. And then when we went up to the Kingdom and the pros up there, I mean, they tweeted every individual one to their injuries. And
how many years have you been doing Operation Game On?
gosh, since January 2010.
So you've been doing this for, going on 12 years
Right.
soon.
Yep, exactly.
And how many veterans have you had come through your program?
Close to 600, a little bit over 625.
600?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And behind us today, Tony, we have a few of your veterans that are here, and they're getting PGA certified lessons and training and working out here at the Del Mar Golf Center. Tell me a little bit about what you do with them. What's happening behind us?
Well, what's happening behind you, it's Matt Clay, who's the general manager here at the Del Mar Golf Center. Has been very gracious. He and his other pro, Chris Lesson, they come out and put their time in. They devote an hour and a half a week just to teach them. We'll start with the basics, putting, and we work backwards to the driver.
Okay.
Obviously, these guys are so big and strong, and these women are so strong, they want to hit the driver right away.
So you've got the lady veterans that have been wounded as well.
Yes.
We don't have them today, but because they had other obligations, but you do have women and men that are on the tee being taught.
Yes, I figure we've had about
Wonderful.
maybe 15 women that came through the program, and it just takes a little encouragement from their fellow veterans that are female.
And then you also have a program within the Operation Game On, and that is you've got the Wives of Warriors as well that you'll teach the game.
Yes.
How's that going?
Well, Wives of Warriors, it was almost a one-time shot that we did that. There was quite a few troops that were coming in from the Marine, the 3-5 Dark Horse division in Camp Pendleton. And when I did my recruiting, I saw all these ladies with their husbands, because the ladies become the nurses. As soon as they have to drop whatever they're doing and they become the nurses.
Yeah.
So the idea I had is, well, they're not talking to each other, and they bring their husbands here for a couple of lessons. And I approached them and said, would you guys want to learn how to play golf with your husbands?
Yeah.
So that turned out to be the Wives of Warriors, and we had about 16 people there. We had a couple of LPGA instructors, and it worked out beautifully. And then we formed a camaraderie. And I'll tell you something about the wives of these warriors. Nobody knows what they're going through. Not even their families, not their moms and dads, not their grandparents, because only they know what they have to do for their husbands to get them back to a somewhat normal life.
So many of us cannot imagine what these families go through. But Tony, this community in San Diego is so closely tied at the heartstrings and at the economy and everything with the military. You've got Camp Pendleton. We've got the military installations on Coronado Island. San Diego is a military community, and that has made it much more readily available, these military veterans, for you being based here to have Operation Game On. When we come back, I'm going to sit down with Matt Clay, and we're going to talk about the work he does as a PGA professional with Operation Game On. Stay with me.
We'll be back with more Match Play right after these messages.
You've heard me talk about Squares golf shoes and how they help you hit the golf ball further. And many of you are saying, oh, come on, Faldo, give us a break. How is that possible? But yes, they do. And it's proven with science.
What we noticed with the Square shoes was the shoe keeps the pressure in a more stable fashion towards inside of the trail heel, allowing pressure to get to the lead side, generating much more club head speed and distance gain.
Visit squares.com. Change your shoes, change your game. Squares, the distance golf shoe.
What's the difference between good and great? Good treats you like a customer. Great treats you like a friend. From saving your haircut details and clip notes to saving you time with online check-in, Great Clips makes your life easier, just like a great friend should. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
Golf gloves have been around for over a century, but they never seem to stand the test of time. It's time to stop playing short-lived, frail, crusty leather gloves and start playing with game-changing Claw golf gloves. Exclusive silicone palm provides consistent grip that never blackens, hardens, or tears. Breathable mesh promotes outstanding airflow, keeping hands cool and sweat-free. Add in being machine washable, the Claw delivers more rounds than typical stale old leather gloves. Golfers, it's time to expect more from your golf glove.
As I approach any green, I'm already engaging in a putt. And walking up here, I could see this green slopes right to left. I've got an uphill putt. So I'm gonna take my on-point 3D ball marker, and I'm gonna guess that this putt's breaking a cut, maybe a touch more. But what I really love about it is the visualization I have from above. And looking at this, I think I need to adjust, add just a touch more break, right? Take a look from back here, and I absolutely love where the ball marker's pointed. I think we're lined up great. If I like to put a line on my ball, it's easy to line up with the on-point marker. The only thing left to do is execute. When I stand over a putt, really the only two things I'm thinking about are hitting this putt really solid and good speed.
Feel the need for the right speed.
Talk to me, gooseneck.
Looks dangerous.
Lock it in, baby. Lock it in.
Never leave your wingman.
Never, ever
Leave your wingman.
Every player needs a wingman.
Was that Bernhard?
Oh, great, Langer. You know why I play Tour Edge? Because I win with it.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
And now back to Match Play with your host, Ray Adams.
Welcome back to Match Play with Ray Adams. We're at the Del Mar Golf Center, and I'm joined again by Tony Perez, and also by PGA professional and the owner of the Del Mar Golf Center, Matt Clay. Matt, welcome to the show. And joining with Tony, we talked all about Operation Game On and the rehab of helping these wounded military veterans as they come back to teach them the game of golf. You're a PGA professional, and you've got colleagues all over the country, some 30,000 or more of you out there as PGA professionals. We know the great work you do to teach the game of golf. But tell me about being a part of Operation Game On. When Tony Perez came to you, what was that conversation, and then how has that played out for you as a PGA professional?
It really has been a fantastic opportunity to use golf for really more than it really is. It's not just a game, it's everything that comes with it. I was taught by my dad and my grandfather, both were in the military. A lot of my family was in the military, so when I've known Tony for years, and when he said this is what he's doing and wants to keep going, I said, yeah, let's do it. And he said, well, don't you need to go ask somewhere? And I said, no, doesn't matter, we're going, let's go.
Very good. Tell me, what are the challenges when you have an amputee or someone that might be struggling, emotionally or mentally from their war experience, combat experience? What are some of the challenges that you as a PGA professional come across when you're teaching the game of golf to them?
The first part is really to just try to build some trust and a little bit of that relationship, and to try to express how important the game is and the other things that it can come with it. Working with someone that has an amputation and a prosthetic, they're all a little bit different. So learning how they work physically work is the first part. What they can do in the golf swing is the second part. So sometimes that takes a little bit of time. Folks that struggle with PTSD, those are different challenges. Then it's building more of that personal relationship so that, hey, can I come in and move you a little bit and make that adjustment?
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna do that right off the go. That's gonna take a little bit of time.
What kind of success do you have as a PGA professional in your students learning the game of golf as part of their rehab? Tell me about some of the success stories.
3 of them are right behind us right now. They have a chance to go out and play with each other and go play with us and get out and have some camaraderie with it, which I think didn't happen before Operation Game On. So while it may be a vehicle to get out and play golf, it's really a vehicle to connect people and to build those relationships. And it's really awesome what Tony's done over the years. He really works hard to do that. And he does a lot behind the scenes that none of us really see. It's really important.
And Tony, you said it's a 16-week program to initially for Operation Game On, but what happens thereafter when they finish that?
Well, once they, after 8 weeks, we take them up to TaylorMade to get fitted.
Yeah.
And then once they get their clubs, they come back here, and then we continue teaching them how to use those clubs.
So what happens after they're finished with their whole program? Do they continue to come and you continue to work with them, or they're out playing golf at other facilities, or do they stay here?
For the most part, a lot of these folks, and Tony can speak to this maybe a little more than I can, they tend to move back home. Some are still based here, but a lot of them will move back home and continue to play golf wherever they go.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, because they're only here for their medical rehab. And you're doing it during that time.
That's correct.
Okay, very good. You know, when I came over the first time to the Del Mar Golf Center yesterday, and I looked at the property, I was amazed at the multiple things you've got going on. You've got a gym workout center. You've got this whole beautiful teaching area here. You've got the tents over there, and those are all different hitting bays, and there's things going on in there. Then there is a fun putt-putt course, play golf course for the kids and the families. You've got your grass is gorgeous out here, beautiful putting green, chipping areas, and then you've got all of the practice range on that way down there. Man, you've got a little bit of everything going on out here to be inclusive with the game and to welcome all kinds of people. Tell me some of the specific things you've got going on to bring new people in or to bring people back into the game.
Sure. I appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words. Being in San Diego makes it a little easier to grow grass sometimes.
Gorgeous.
To go through the property, a few years ago, we looked at our business and kind of said, we don't really compete against golf courses. We're in the entertainment business. And
wow.
I think once we made that shift a little bit to how we operate the property, we had to adjust some of our business model to bring in new folks that otherwise wouldn't come here. So we're the third top tracer system in the country. We actually have the largest top tracer camera system in the world. We have 24 cameras, and we have over 12 million golf balls that are going to be tracked this year.
Wow.
You can connect to it with your phone, or you can connect to it in our hitting bays where you can play virtual golf and play a variety of different games.
What have you seen as far as bringing in new people, young people, senior adults that maybe put their clubs in the garage and said, yeah, I'm done with golf, and you're bringing them back? What's been the results?
Well, one, we've had the best year we've ever had. I think that goes for a lot of golf facilities, but now we're going to be in a challenge where we need to try to keep those people. And a few ways that we want to do that is we have 2 18-hole miniature golf courses. They were the first fully ADA accessible miniature golf courses in the country.
Oh, really? Wow.
So that's a feather in our hat. We've had that for about 13 years now. And then our top tracer systems really allow someone who's never played before to come in and have some fun.
All right, very good. So many things going on at the Del Mar Golf Center, and all sorts of golf all over, showing that Matt Clay and other PGA professionals everywhere and Tony Perez are making golf inclusive for folks just like you and me and those that are differently able than us as well. Get involved with Operation Game On, and when we come back, I'm going to sit down with a couple of those combat veterans from Operation Game On. Stay with me.
We'll be back with more match play right after these messages.
Introducing Flag Assist, the simple, easy-to-use pin attachment that's changing the way people play the game. Flag Assist attaches to the flag pin to allow for faster, easier ball retrieval while eliminating turf damage around the cup. Fully allowable under the rules of golf, Flag Assist is customizable, creating new avenues for course promotion, advertising revenue, and enhanced guest experiences. Visit flagassistgolf.com to see what it can do for your course.
Bobby Jones, 30 years of classic style for the modern man, now brings you the Jones Performance Cotton Polo. Lightweight and luxurious cotton hand feel with moisture-wicking comfort. The Jones Performance Cotton Polo is engineered with an exclusive blend of carefully selected cotton and the optimal balance of modal and spandex. It's the perfect combination of classic styling and modern fabric technology. Designed for comfort, engineered for performance, and built to last. Look good and stay comfortable, whether you're out on the town or out on the course. The Jones Performance Cotton features a 3-button placket with the iconic Bobby Jones player embroidery for superior comfort, style, and versatility. Get it all in the Jones Performance Cotton Polo.
I think it's important to start your day by getting your energy flowing and your body ready. That's great, but some days I need more. If you want to be great at something, it takes hard work and focus. Other times, I want more. There's nothing better than finding time to slow down for a meal with family and friends. Is there a chance of even more? It's absolutely amazing when you can sit around a fire to finish off the day. I'm so glad I found a place for all my mores. Quality products at a fair price.
Huh, Ridgeback. Ridgeback? That's pretty cool. So it's a brace for the face?
Ridgeback, like the dog.
I'm really a cat guy. So what is it?
The best feeling and longest metalwoods you'll ever hit.
Was that Bernhard?
Oh, great, Langer. You know why I play Tour Edge? Because I win with it.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
And now back to Match Play with your host, Ray Adams.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with me. Again, we're at the Del Mar Golf Center, Operation Game On, and as promised, I'm sitting down with 3 of our combat veterans that are part of Operation Game On, learning the game of golf as part of their rehabilitation physically and mentally. And I want to start over here with Jake. And Jake Kiesler, tell me a little bit about your experience in the military and then being a part of Operation Game On.
You know, I spent 21 years in the Army. I was able to stay on active duty after I got blown up. Took care of the wounded guys for the last 4 years of my military service, and met Tony Perez while I was a platoon sergeant down in Balboa. He took me out on the golf course, put a couple golf course clubs in my hand, and just been keep on going.
Did it feel awkward or difficult or challenging at the time? Was there a curve you had to go through to learn this, or did you pick right up?
You know, it's been a long process. So that's, I guess, 10, 11 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I started off in the hundreds and just loving the game, just go out playing with the guys. And right now sometimes I'm getting into the 70s round. So
wow.
Yeah, it's a progress.
He's
it's
a stick.
It's a progress. It really is taking a lot of work. I play often. And you know, I'm retired, so I don't work, so I go play golf all day.
Tell me about golf and your rehabilitation from your injuries over the years. How important has this been for you?
You know, I first put a golf club in my hand when I was at Walter Reed, and didn't really know what I was doing, and went out and played around a golf. It was awful. I was all over the place. I was in the woods most of the time. And when I came out here and got with Tony, he got me straight, got me working, and it really helped me out because it's varying terrain. It gets you up on your legs. Your balance is a big thing for balance. So being a double amputee, it's, you know, balance is a big thing, and different terrain really will get me. So
yeah. Jake Williams is here with us today. Jake, tell us about your military career, your injury, and about Operation Game On.
Yeah, of course. So my military career was pretty short. I did training for about 8 months. And then I was sent to Iraq, and I was injured on my 20th birthday, which was a huge blessing because it introduced me to Operation Game On, and which definitely has made a dream come to reality. So, yeah. And
you met and married your wife after your injuries. I want to come back and talk about the wives.
Okay.
And we'll start with you. And let's come over here to Jeffrey. Tell me a little bit about your military career, your injury, and Operation Game On for you.
My career was pretty short too. I joined the Army in 2010. I went into basic training in Fort Knox, Kentucky. I graduated February of 2011. Then they told us right there, they're like, hey, 3rd Brigade's gonna deploy, so don't even unpack your bag. So I deployed right away, right after basic training. Did about 8 months in Afghanistan. November 30th, 2011, my partner and I got blown up 4 days after my 20th birthday. So we took the same hit.
Two 20-year-olds. 20-year-olds. Tell me about Operation Game On for you and what it's meant to you as part of your rehabilitation.
I've heard about Operation Game On for the longest time, about being at Balboa, and I just was never really into the game of golf. I actually played my first 18 with Jake over there at another golf tournament, and after that, I was like, well, this fool can do it missing both his legs. You know, I could do it missing my one hand. You know, and that's when my neighbor told me, he was like, hey man, we need a fourth. Will you be down to play? I barely picked up the game of golf about 1.5 years ago. And I'm like, dude, the only thing I know about golf is Happy Gilmore and miniature golf. And he was like, well, those are part of the requirements of playing golf anyways. So you're already halfway qualified. And I'm like, well, I'm in.
And isn't that the truth, folks? We all know that's true. All right, Jake, tell me about meeting your wife after your injury and during your rehabilitation, and what kind of a person she is and what that meant to you.
Yeah, so my wife is very special. She met me after my injury, and despite not having a hand, like, she still chose to be there with me through this process of continuing to learn how to golf and get frustrated, and learn that this isn't so much about getting frustrated as it is overcoming and pushing forward. And that, for me, a big shout out to all the military wives who give of their time and support their husband, because that helps them in their recovery process, and it's so huge. And the fact that she chose me even after my injury says so much about her character. And she's just a support system. You know, so is OGO. Tony's a great guy.
Yeah. So, all right, one word to describe Tony Perez.
A hero.
Tony Perez in Operation Game On, Jake.
Servant.
Selfless.
All right, final then, Jake. Look in the camera and tell the folks in just a few words, if someone's in their family, someone's their friend, someone's their neighbor, and they're going through this, give them a word of encouragement.
I always tell you, man, buckle it up, man. Tighten up your boots and put your head down and keep on walking. I mean, that's what you got to do.
Jake, give the folks a word.
Yeah, I would say don't give up. You're not alone. Just keep going forward, and don't be afraid to process what happened to you. It's going to be okay. You are loved and you're cared for.
And Jake does a lot of counseling with the combat veterans and the families as well. Thank you for that. Jeffrey, a final word.
I'd say take a seat, get comfortable, drop your pride, drop your machismo-ness. You know, everybody goes through some rough, man, and I would say seek the help when you need it to be a better person.
What an honor and a privilege to sit in the middle of these three combat veterans, making America great, making America free. It's men and women like this that we owe everything to. Thank you so much for your service and for your words of encouragement. And thank you for being a part of Match Play with Ray Adams. Make sure you go to Match Play TV on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for more to come. Golf's inclusivity right here with Operation Game On.
Huh, Ridgeback. Ridgeback? That's pretty cool. So it's a brace for the face?
Ridgeback, like the dog.
I'm really a cat guy. So what is it?
The best feeling and longest metal woods you'll ever hit.
Is that Bernhard?
Oh, great, Langer. You know why I play Tour Edge? Because I win with it.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.